on making, how do you go through the process? Or do you just say, okay, your driving career is over, sorry, give me the keys? No, it's not going to work that way. It tells you how to go through. Okay, let's look at the driving. Where do they go? What do they need to do? Where do they feel their most value in driving? And how do you make sure that they maintain that value? So I love this education tool. I have a couple copies here as well. So if you do have questions about it afterwards, please do let me know. And again, it's that whole research background that helped us get the credibility to make these basic, simple recommendations. Now that we've gotten these tools out, our aim is really to go into some of the harder issues. Where our future has us going is going to be more into this transitions world and more into the dementia world. Because, one, there's really probably inadequate research in those areas. But there's also, those are the areas that are the thorniest, the things that the families and judiciary and licensing have the most challenges facing. They don't understand how to do it so it's easy. I don't think it's ever going to be easy, particularly with dementia. Because there are good days and bad days, and there are days where people just, they suddenly drop off the cliff for cognitive function. And since driver licensing only sees people, every year, if they're on a short cycle, that's 364 other days that this person could be out there driving. And that can't rest on the shoulders of licensing. It needs to rest on the shoulders of families. It needs to go on to physicians and other social services people, as well as on law enforcement as our last resort. They need to understand how to act and how to change the behavior of that individual who's putting others at risk. Now, in terms of going forward with today's work, I want you to think about where are the gaps? Because these are the ways that we go about things at NHTSA on the national level too. Where are the gaps? What are we missing? What can we do? What's being done elsewhere that we can sort of tweak and make our own? Those are all good. And then, like I said, our predictions are going to either come true or we're going to have to change things around when the baby boomers do start turning 65 next year. But just what we have to do is first to look to the evidence, and that's based on this stuff that's in the back chapters of this guide that we have, the medical guidelines. There's a lot in there that says, okay, what other things can we research? Where's the evidence kind of dicey, kind of dodgy? See what you can do to make that better. Look where others aren't necessarily looking. What other rocks can you pull up? In terms of older drivers, vision, we all know it's important, but there's not really any evidence that says what vision is important, what level of vision is unsafe and what is safe. It astounds me to realize that. Parkinson's disease is another issue that we need to look at a little more closely. The next thing I really want you to do, in particular today, is make connections. I think everybody has said this, all the speakers this morning. Talk to other people. We're stronger and we make better decisions when we have other voices involved. And for example, with this, with the driver fitness, we would never have been able to come up with as good a quality report if we hadn't had some of those really challenging people from Canada we'll talk about. They were, oh gosh, I love them to death, but they were fun. And lastly, as a make something useful person, I want to encourage theft, and the law enforcement people can go like that. Just don't go reinventing the wheel. Don't do something that's exactly like what they're doing over in Missouri or Canada or something, at the same time that they're doing it. Look at what they're doing, get the results, and say, okay, now it's mine. I'm going to make this an Iowa thing, or wherever it is that you're actually from. Take it back, but thieving is good, and the academics will say, oh no, we can't do. No, this is actually implementation, so you get to steal, and besides, it's easier. So. With that, I do want to thank you, and thank you for your time, and I look forward to a productive meeting. So thank you.